Welcome to Brunch with Besties podcast.
Hey, everybody.
I am Sherry Renee.
And I'm Chanel.
Our mission is to heal and help others as we heal and help ourselves through purpose-driven conversations.
Yep.
Today we have a special guest here with us.
We do.
We have an artiste. We have artist Trav B Ryan here with us today.
Ooh.
He is going to discuss compatibility in relationships from the lens of the Zodiac. We're going to learn a little bit more about his music and what he does. Say hi to the people, Trav.
What's good, LA? What's going on?
What's good? All right, so before we get into that, we're going to start like we always do. We're going to follow our normal menu, and we are going to start with a toast. So, Bestie, who are you toasting to today?
I'm actually going to toast to, Trav brought it up knowing that in Milwaukee we have the book, so I'm going to give my toast to Giannis. I'm not going to attempt to say his last name, but y'all know Giannis. But he did win the All-Star MVP yesterday, and he was like, "This is for Milwaukee," and I was like, yeah. So shout out to Giannis, always putting on for Milwaukee and for the city. I just wish that the Fiserv was open because it's a wonderful time down there, especially during basketball season and playoff time. So hopefully during playoffs we can get back down there and
mask
kick it.
Up and get down.
Mask up. I'm gonna have my vaccination card. Like, I'm vaccinated, so I'm out here. So yeah, I'm excited. So shout out to Giannis for putting on for Milwaukee. Love it. Gotta love it.
You said I put on for the city.
I put on for my city. Yes.
Yeah, last night. Definitely.
All right, Trav, who are you toasting to today?
I'm toasting to a place. I'm toasting to New York because they just announced if you got the vaccine, you don't got to wear a mask and there's no social distancing. So toast that.
Okay, Cuomo.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Go outside.
Hold on, wait a minute.
No mask.
Oh,
we could raw dog the air.
Oh, no.
I love it.
Hold on, wait a minute. So the same governor who told me that I couldn't come.
Yeah.
Unless I was from Philly.
Cuomo said.
Is now saying everybody can get it.
Everybody. just out here.
Out here. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That's what's up.
Shouts out to New York. Shouts out to Brooklyn, Trav's hometown. And shouts out to y'all governor.
All right, Cuomo. That's one way to get people vaccinated. Like, hey, get your vaccine.
I guess that's
outside.
the incentive, but it's so weird because they kept saying if you get the vaccine, that doesn't mean you don't need to wear a mask. So I'm confused.
I'm a little confused.
I don't know.
It's a different story every week. So
it is.
Yeah.
Overall,
so Trav about to be out here.
Seriously. Outside.
Right. We're gonna have to do a follow-up to see how your health is doing. Like, what's going on, Trav?
Listen. All right. And you?
It is International Women's Day. Today is March the 8th. So my toast is going to go to Lakita Denise Codwell, who was a guest on our podcast back on episode 169 titled Journey to Peace. She did a phenomenal job today where she hosted a Women's Day event. And when I tell y'all that she came to slay, like, she was not playing at all. I mean, in her look she was serving and in her message. I was inspired. I was proud to be a Black woman on today. So my toast goes to her.
That's what's up. And I got a quick shout out, Lakita. Jackie, shout out to Jackie, the first lady of Good News Radio Network, told us over the weekend that her episode was one of our most listened to episodes. So shout out to Lakita. The people are listening to the journey to peace, and they liked it. So here we go.
They liked it, yes. So happy International Women's Day.
For sure.
Beautiful day to be a woman, and an even better day to be a Black one, especially when your sorority sister is the vice president of the United States of America. Okay. I'm just going to throw that in there. It is International Women's Day, so I just got to go ahead and say that real quick.
For sure. Shout out to VP, who looks like all of us.
Yes, she does. So now we are going to break bread. We need to check in and see how we are doing. So, Bestie, I'm going to start with you. Tell me how you're doing. What's going on?
I'm a little disappointed in myself today.
Oh, no.
I know, right?
You need some sound effects.
I do. So today is like the first day Girl Scout cookies are rolling out, and your girl got her order.
Oh, no.
And I went to town on some Thin Mints in the car.
Oh, snap. Well, how much? One box? 2 boxes?
Yes. Gee. Well, I ate one because they come in a roll, so you get box. So I ate one roll, but like devoured it. Like,
not the
one roll ain't that bad.
Yes, it is.
Trash. Trav. Look, when you're trying to go to Atlanta and be fine,
it's bad.
So I inhaled those cookies, like inhaled.
I'm thankful that they're not in the studio. Praise God.
And I didn't want to do that to you because I got some peanut butter patties and some Thin Mints.
You can keep the peanut butter patties, but I will break you for them Thin Mints.
I was so disappointed in myself. I had to post it on Instagram, and Scarlett was like, "Girl, me too. I'm baking some brownies right now." And I was like, "Oh my God!"
Well, at least I got a support group.
We do,
but it ain't working. We are not being very supportive right now.
We are going the wrong way, and I was just like,
I'm trying to turn over.
Victims of the Girl Scout cookies.
Man, it was
those Girl Scouts are wicked.
Yeah.
Like, what are in those Thin Mints? They're so good.
Crack.
But oh my God,
I put crack directly in the cookie. I used to be a Girl Scout Troop 881. We put crack in the cookies.
So 881, shout out to Troop 881. You're listening. But no, I'm very disappointed in myself. I'm gonna work out when I get home, I was just like, yeah, you was doing too much with the pack. I devoured them, y'all. They was good, but
you gotta make it happy though.
No, it did, Trav. Great.
Anything for the baby.
I know, right? Yes.
Just an extra 5 pounds for the baby.
I swear. All right.
So, Trav, how are you doing? What's going on, Mr. New York, Mr. Brooklyn?
Brooklyn's in
Brooklyn
without a doubt.
He got
Brooklyn
his
building. And we just got speaking of what you said? I didn't hear that.
I said that you got your Tim's on.
If you do.
But the Tim's about to be put away a little bit because it's about to be 60 degrees. So we about to show out.
Okay.
We got to put on a black Uptown to go hard.
Okay. So tell us what's going on, Trav. How are you?
I'm good. Still living that quarantine life, still trying to stay safe. But other than that, I've been working, creating, and just putting out good content and making people happy, which I enjoy, and it makes me happy too. So that's dope.
Absolutely. Yes. Shouts out to you. I was listening to the Aquarius song on my way over here. I don't think the Pisces one came out yet, right? Not the full version?
The Pisces dropping this week.
Okay. Because I'm both, so I got to listen to both. I got to figure out, some days I'm an Aquarius, some days I'm a Pisces.
2 songs are dropping from Pisces. So it's Pisces Be Like and Pisces Women.
Okay.
So dropping all at the same time. So y'all get that whole gift wrapped in one.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Word.
And our bestie Scarlett is in the chat, and she said, yes, we are a terrible support group. She's talking about eating those cookies. Oh, and Trav, I gotta let you know, Scarlett was super pissed at you for that Aries video.
What I do?
Our bestie Scarlett is an Aries.
You said that they fight men, and she literally had just texted me and said she was talking about this dude, and she was like, "I'll fight him." And then I sent her the video, and she was like, "I hate Trav. Trav can get it too. Where Trav at?" So yeah, that was crazy. She had a hard time with that.
Don't tell them I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm not. Right. Don't tell them. I don't want no problems with no Aries.
Man, there you go. Right?
No problem.
Stay packing.
They stay packing.
God. All right. What's going on, Sherry Renee?
I am good. I'm still celebrating my birthday. I still am. My line sisters was like, let's go celebrate. And I was like, all right, cool. And then there's more coming up this week. So eventually I'll wrap it up. But as an Aquarius Pisces, I feel that I can continue to celebrate during Pisces season. So that's what I've been on. That's pretty much it. Just minding my business, drinking my water, trying not to be a victim of the group in these sweets.
Ooh, it's bad. Stay away. I gotta stay away.
I'm addicted to these like sour stuff. So I'm addicted to like sour straws and then sour strips and all that stuff like that. That's I get addicted to that real fast.
Yeah. I can do the sour too. Like the sour patches.
Yeah, all that sour stuff.
Yeah. I don't know what they put in that stuff. It's crazy.
Word.
Crack.
Crack. Directly in there.
It's crack too.
Yeah, Scarlett said the Aries slander is real on your page.
How is it real? I've been getting first of all, I get a lot of hate and I get a lot of love. So the hate is like, yo, why you ain't put this song out yet? Why you ain't put this my side? Where's my side? And then they find it and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, all right, never mind. But I begin it's crazy, especially the Pisces. Pisces been coming at me a lot this month because I was kind of late releasing the songs, so they've been coming at me a lot. in the comment section.
Yeah, because it's Pisces season, so they're like, where we at? Where we at?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
All right, so now it is time for the tip.
And we back.
We are back, and now it's time for tea time. Again, we are here with Trav B Ryan, Trav B Ryan, I'm just like,
okay, the bars.
I'm about to take that.
There you go.
Now, let me go ahead and trademark it real quick.
Word. I'm taking that.
Hey,
gotta be quicker than that.
Gotta be quick. You know,
there you go.
Doing what I do. No, but thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.
Like I said, we're big fans. We've been following the content, having the time of our lives, laughing,
absolutely,
poking jokes at each other like, yeah, bro, that's you. That's you. Did you see what he said about this? Yeah, that's you. No, but if you could give us some background, let us know how old you are, when did you first start, kind of how did you get into this?
Mm-hmm. So I'm 33 years old. I just turned 33 in January 25th, Aquarius all day. Oh. I got into it at a young age as far as astrology itself, because my mom always read us our horoscopes like every day and made sure, we knew what it was and believed in it. And it kind of just stuck on me. So I just kind of fused the two together, that I love the music and astrology, and put it all together and put it out. And it's been taking off ever since.
What sign is your mom?
Sagittarius.
Okay. I almost got scared. I thought you were going to say Scorpio. I was going to say, I pray for you right now.
My grandmother's Scorpio, and she feisty as hell. My grandmother, she's 83, and she just got a tattoo.
Wow. That's so blessed.
Yeah.
Okay, Granny
and she quick to show off too. It's right there on the thigh.
Okay, grandma. That ain't no grandma. That's grandma.
Let me get this mini skirt real quick.
Okay. Listen. Grandma ain't playing with these hoes out here. I'm just saying.
I'm surprised she wasn't in All-Star Weekend in Atlanta.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh,
living her best life.
No, yes. But that's so interesting, because I know, like, in the past, when I was younger, when I would meet guys, a lot of guys would say, like, oh, I'm not into astrology.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, you really believe in that? Like, that's, so you, like, do you really believe in astrology?
I really believe in it, because it's too much stuff going on to be a coincidence. And the funny thing is, too, once I started making raps about it and making it kind of like more swagged out and cool and relatable, a lot of guys been hitting me up like, yo, son, I believe in that. I believe in that. Yo, that's dope. Yo, my girl is this. Or what should I do with her? So it took a whole like 180, and now everybody's up on it now. So it's cool that I'm bringing like a new type of audience to it, including males to it. So it's fun.
That's what I noticed too, is that, you did a lot of women versions, and now you're starting to come out with males. And I feel like when I go through and read the comments, the men be like, where's the guy version? And I'm like, the dudes want to know.
Yeah.
I was surprised too. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I got you. But yeah, it's dope though. It's dope.
Definitely been stalking your page for all the men ones, because it's for us. I feel like it's like, well, I told you, like I've been saying that this was you, bro, and now you hear another black man saying that this is you, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So that's really cool that you're into this, and you do make it like appealing with the music part of it. I think it's
I think the creativity in it makes it more digestible. Like, even though our friend Scarlett didn't like the fact that you said she'll fight men, she was, but the fact that she literally just said I will fight him, I was like, you can't deny this, bro. Like, it's
same breath.
And I try not to make it too negative. I try to make it as positive as possible. Like, my whole goal is to bring people together with my music, and so people can relate to each other, especially in these times where everybody's at each other's throats and the tension is high and everybody's stressed out. So that's my main goal, is to bring people together with my music, and it's working. So that's dope.
Absolutely is. I also noticed that a lot of people want your opinion and your feedback. Like, they're actually looking at you almost as a relationship expert.
I know, like unofficially too. I ain't even announced that.
No, but you kind of became the authority in that space based off of the Zodiac, right? Because they consider you to be very fluent, right? In these different characteristics of each of the Zodiacs. So they're like, hey, I'm an Aries man. What does it mean when she does this?
Yeah.
And you be like, it's so funny, because like in your story, you be like, bro, leave her alone. It means what she said it meant. Run. The Aries ones, you be like, run.
So you trying to get me beat up by Aries?
Sorry, Scarlett. We love you.
we love Scarlett. Scarlett, I would never.
No, my mom's in Aries as well, so I know all about it.
Word, but Aries are dope though.
They
have
really are.
They will fight though. They will fight anybody.
They will.
No, they are the sweetest though. Like your mom too.
Oh yeah.
Like they are very thoughtful. They are very sweet. They're very genuine. If you're good to them, they will give you the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. The problem is that you don't get to choose how they respond to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you do something wicked and then they respond in kind, hey, if you incite violence, then it is what it is, right?
They wake up and choose violence. So
yeah. Yes. Hey, choosing violence today. Jesus.
So then what are your thoughts about being a relationship expert? Do you think that do you feel that way about you because you studied it for so long?
I mean, like as far as astrology goes with dating, I try to stay away from that because anything is possible as far as dating. Like you can fall in love with a person and not know their sign and then find out their sign and they're not compatible with you textbook wise, but you feel the best with that person. So I don't really want to put like a template or a guideline on dating through astrology because it kind of blocks your blessings if you look into it too deep, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you don't want it to restrict people in their dating because it can, because if you're reading like, general astrology, it'll be like, well, I'm a Capricorn, so like I shouldn't be with like I don't even know what my opposite is. Whatever my opposite is, like you shouldn't be with that person. But what if you should be? You should be like, what if I love this person?
Exactly, a Capricorn, Leo, and if you really
Leo
this person, it'll work out.
It's ghetto in the Leo world.
But if you really love this person, it'll definitely work out no matter what the sign is.
Mm-hmm, I agree.
Yeah.
Is there any sign that you stay away from where you're like,
you trying to put me on the spot and you trying to get people to knock on my door and beat me up? Stay away from?
Yeah, that you stay away from, like as an Aquarius, that you're just like, you know what? Can't do it.
Sagittarius. Definitely Sagittarius.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about a Sagittarius. I want to know because my son is a Sagittarius. And
my brother is
how accurate this
and
is.
Our bestie Ryan is a Sagittarius.
See, y'all trying to get me jumped. See, so with Sagittarius, they don't like to be tied down and they change their mind about stuff. So you think, hey, she cool. Next day is like, she not cool no more. Nah. So it's like the switch up is real with Sagittarius.
Sounds accurate.
So we were doing a clubhouse and my brother and our bestie Ryan, they were both in the clubhouse. And when I tell you that they mirrored the same answers, the same responses, and I always tell them like, y'all literally remind me of each other. And then I'm like, and your name's Ryan and his name is Brian. I mean, it's what the like this makes no sense. But yeah, they are. I agree.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to like relationships, they're definitely like
they don't like relationships though.
Mm-hmm.
But they do, but they don't. Like they don't want to.
Yeah. It's kind of weird with them. It's kind of hard to read. Sagittarius, they cool people, but as far as me, like nah.
Like I'm good. Nah, I'm good. But that's interesting that we're talking about this, and you're being labeled, or people consider you to be this relationship expert in zodiac compatibility. But I just want to ask the question: like, are you in a relationship?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah. So how do you think it worked out in your relationship, or were you like, nah, like I'm not gonna let this define our relationship?
I don't let things define. I mean, she's a Scorpio and I'm Aquarius, so on textbook it doesn't work at all.
I was gonna say, oh my God.
Oh wow.
Trav, let's pray right now. Father God, in the name of Jesus.
And when I tell people that, they be like, how does that work? But it's like I said before, you can't go with the signs. Like you just gotta follow your heart. It sounds cheesy, but it actually is legit though.
I love that. Yeah.
So how long have y'all been together?
Oh yeah.
Been together for about 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
so
that's tried and true.
Right. It's invested. Invested.
I was gonna say, should we check in on you? That kill you. I have 2 Scorpio parents. When I tell you that it's a miracle that I made it. It is a miracle that I made it.
It was a cool though.
They both crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can get crazy, but they cool though.
They cool.
I agree. Yeah. Cool people for sure. Yeah. But once they done with just rap.
They'll kill you.
Yeah, they'll kill you. But no, I love that. And it's so funny about the Sagittarius because my son's only 12, but I see that in his personality already where I'll ask him about like girls, like, oh, do you like her? And then he'll be like, I think she's pretty, but I don't like her. And I'm like, what? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, a Sagittarius will like go through the whole motions of a relationship and be like, nah. I know we have kids together and all, but I don't think she's the one.
But you want me to move in? Whoa.
Yes!
Things are getting too serious here.
That is so crazy that, they have those characteristics. I love it, though.
Yeah.
Do y'all believe in that, though? Do y'all believe in astrology?
So here's the thing, Trav.
Uh-oh. You know, it's crazy when it starts with, here's the thing.
Right. So here's the thing.
Because I think that people always think that you're crazy when you believe in astrology. And it's like, yes and no. Like, I don't believe in necessarily my horoscope. But when I read the character traits of the different signs and how they interact and things like that, I'm like, there's absolutely truth to that. And I do believe in how the universe is working all together, right? Like the positioning of the moon and all that. So I absolutely, and I'll tell you this too, even for a time, I had a really horrible relationship with a Virgo when I was younger. And I remember reading, so this is how I got into astrology. I was trying to make the relationship make sense. And it said like, oh, y'all shouldn't even be friends. And I was like, well, there it is. Shouldn't even be friends with them, right? Like they crazy. And so my friend was in a really bad relationship with a Virgo too. And so we were just trying to get over it, but we were like, no more Virgos, blah, blah, blah. And then it got to the point where when we would go out, I remember we was at college parties and Virgos are always so attracted to me. And I don't understand why. Maybe it's the Pisces in me that attracts them.
Yeah.
But we would be out. And I remember Chanel, you ran up to the dude. I was talking to the dude and you were like, over the music, what's your zodiac sign? And he was like, what? And she was like, what's your zodiac sign? And he was like, Virgo. And she literally grabbed me and ran. I turned around. That dude's face was like what?
Virgos aren't bad. It's just that they they like things a particular way and they're not afraid to criticize you or criticize themselves. So you can take that as a good way or a bad way, but they're not bad. I think they're attracted to Pisces a lot because Pisces are like the polar opposite. Like they're more dreamers. They don't really pay attention to detail too much. So it's like, it's like the yin and yang kind of, conflict, companionship.
So I literally was on a ban from Virgo. So then of course I attracted nothing but. And then I ended up dating a guy and had no clue that he was a Virgo. And the day that I found out, I was devastated. Like you would have thought he cheated on me or something. I was like, day after day.
Crying in the shower. Right. Like, what the heck? It's crazy. No, I think for me, I would like read my horoscope, but just for like fun. But I think like Sherry Renee said, like the characteristics are more so like, oh, I think I identify with these characteristics. I think as I'm getting older, I start to identify with it a little more. Because they say like Capricorns are very like stoic and like serious, and I don't think that's me. Like I can be serious, but I'm more like playful and I want to have fun. But the part where it's just like, they're about their business, like I can be, I'm a little procrastinator, but I get there eventually. And then the money part, like, while I'm not great with money, I'm getting there, I'm learning, but I do like having money. Like I like the way it makes me feel.
I think everyone likes having money.
Nah, when my finances are bad, like I really be like, F the world. Like I really be angry about it. So for me, like it is a huge thing. Like when I'm financially like stable, I'm always like happy and content. But when it's not, I'm like, I'm out.
Your whole mood change.
It really does. Like I'm really like mad and angry, and I'm just like, and I'm always thinking like, okay, how can I get the money? Like that's what I'm driven by. So I mean, I feel like that for me is a huge characteristic where I'm like, I see that in myself.
Yeah, I feel like Capricorns too. They kind of hard on themselves too.
Yeah, that part.
They expect like so much of themselves, and then when they kind of fail slightly, they're like, "Oh, damn! Like my whole day is ruined."
Yeah,
like, that's how they be. They be mad frustrated with themselves. But
Yes, I feel like all the Capricorns that I know are like great people. Like they're just really like awesome.
And mad creative too. Yeah, I got that creative gene on lock. Very creative.
Yes, I agree. Big Cap energy. Love it. Gotta love big Capricorns. You know, Jesus was a Capricorn too. Dude.
Oh. Every Capricorn say that.
I know, right?
Exactly, Trav. Lead that to the Capricorn. You know, Jesus was a Capricorn.
You know, Jesus was too now.
That ain't nowhere in the Bible, but whatever. Is there anything about your sign that you're like, that ain't me, y'all got it wrong?
Nah. Aquarius, all the memes and all the descriptions from other people about Aquarius is right. Like I can't even argue with none of them. Like we don't show our emotions. Sometimes it's hard for us to express our emotions. And we like to be introverts. We like to be in our heads and alone and shut down sometimes. It's nothing personal. It's just like we like to be in our own space and we get tired of stuff like easily, mad fast. But we're good people though. We're not all bad. I made it sound like we're the devil. But we're good people.
I feel like you see me, Trav. I do. I like my space. I'm very introverted. I can be extroverted, but it takes a lot out of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like our social media is no. It runs out like that.
That's okay. So I just recently started posting back on my Instagram. It's been real. I think it's been idle for like a year. And I think Chanel created my Instagram. So it's a thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just because like we value real relationships. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Like
a lot of people like we're very private too. So as far as like social media goes, I don't post a lot about my personal life. And some people be like, yo, you should post more. You'll get more followers like that. And I'll be like, nah, I don't want people to, to come in too personal and come into my space too much. So we always put those borders around for some reason, for no reason at all. But we just feel like we just got to be in this space.
Because we believe in boundaries. How about
that? Exactly.
And we think y'all should mind y'all business. How about that?
But the crazy thing
here for the content, and that's it.
If we feel comfortable around people, we overshare.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I flushed 3 times this morning.
That's true. But I feel like people overshare with me. You know what I mean? Like I can just meet somebody. Like I remember this one day I was at Target. I'm just trying to check out, and this girl was like, and then my boyfriend left me, and I was like, I just want my change.
Yeah. Trying to wrap up. I don't buy nothing outside of here.
Right. Exactly.
For my receipt.
Jeez. But people do that to you like a lot. Like people really open up to
like
you.
people would just come up to me and tell me their whole life story. I don't know if that's the Pisces or the Aquarius, or if they just think that I have a lot of sympathy, which I do. I'm very empathetic. But I always wonder, like, well, what made you do this? You know, like what are you? That
genuine interest in people, so they feel comfortable releasing their problems onto you.
Yeah, we need to talk about boundaries. Yeah, that's not okay.
That is interesting.
Oh, I wanted to know. So I also saw that you had some songs that were dedicated to exes. Are those real exes, or were those like hypothetical?
Nah, people ask me that all the time. No, that's too much people to date. It's just hypothetical. It's just I'm a very creative mind, so I just put the traits of that actual zodiac sign, and I just kind of put it in a relationship that turned bad, and then I'll make it a song. So it's not really nothing personal. It's not real true stories or nothing like that.
Okay, because I was listening to the one about the Aquarius, and I was like, that's true, because it was like, I thought you was cold, but you was just logic, and I was like, yes, Trav. You see me. It ain't cold.
That was me speaking to that.
It just don't make sense. You know what I mean? I just got to do things that align with what I said I was going to do. So this just
exactly
makes sense. Like, but you didn't call. Of course not. If I said we was done, then I'm not gonna call, because that shit don't make sense, right? It literally goes against what I just said.
It make too much sense.
I agree. I think that honestly, that's the problem that a lot of people have with Aquarius is that we tend to mean what we say what we mean, and that is it. And I think that a lot of times,
quick with the scissors too.
Yeah, and I think that people are like looking for us to go against what we say. Like, oh, I know she said that this was it, but that ain't gonna happen. But it's like, no, I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it, right?
You ain't hear me in the first time.
Yeah, and honestly, things like that really offend me. Like when I say something and then people just keep like baiting me to do something else, I'm like, you don't respect what I just said.
Exactly. I hate that.
And for me, like what I say, like that goes against my integrity. So I won't say something and go against it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now you're trying to cross boundaries.
Exactly. And if you push us to the point where we have to say something, we definitely mean that shit.
And I think that that's what people don't understand. It's like, if I took it upon myself to say something like this, oh, you better believe I meant it. Because I wouldn't do that.
Backtrack this shit.
Yeah. No.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. So then, do you agree? Do you think like with Aquarius, like for me, I think it's like integrity. I think it's like in terms of like major values. I think it's like integrity, and then I think logic, like alignment, like like consistency.
Logic is like on the top. It's on first place with me. Like it has to be logical, even when I can't really take when people's like, going crazy around me. I like people that say straight thinkers and can sit down and make plans for stuff. Also give us some free, like give us our like free think, like give us some, how do you explain this? Give us our personality. Like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, give us our free space, our free way of thinking. Don't try to think for us, basically.
Yeah.
Don't make plans for us if you ain't asked us or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
She's looking like, yes, me.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's because we like to be free, and we don't like things being done. I'll do things with you, but don't do something to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then too, like especially if I say that I don't want to do something, or if I'm trying to explain to you my thought process, don't try to manipulate my thought process. Like you can explain to me what yours is.
Exactly.
Respect mine because I'm going to respect yours.
Exactly. Because some people be like, oh, the reason why you don't want to do this is because this. No. The reason why I don't want to do this is because this, that, and the third. Like, don't try to.
Yeah, and I just said that, right? Like, I just told you why I didn't want to do this, but you're trying to tell me why I don't want to do this. But if you would just listen.
It was funny. You said, you heard me.
I said what I said.
I said what I said. Aquarius, absolutely. I said what I said. That's Aquarius. I'm like, is Nene Leaks an Aquarius?
She is Sagittarius.
Oh,
her birthday is the same day as my son.
Have you ever dated an Aquarius? Your own sign?
No. I don't think I can.
Me either.
I don't think I can. I don't think I could take another me.
I think I want to. Like, I think I want to see what that would. I don't know how that would turn out. I'm not saying it would be great. Yeah, I think I would love to see a mirror.
Okay. A lot of Aquarius people I spoke to that dated Aquarius said he can't tolerate that. It can only be one, like Highlander. Like, they can't tolerate that at all. Like, they can only be the ones that's, that introvert or have like, kind of like, I don't want to chill with anybody today. Like, it's going to be one person like that in a relationship. It never works out from what I hear.
Interesting.
I think that I would love that. Like, I think that
you don't want to come over today. This is great.
Yeah, I would be like, you love me. Like, yes, that's
I've never dated a Capricorn man either, but I would like to, based off the video you made. I was like, where is this man? I want him. Okay.
So funny. People been hitting me up like, yo, if you know any Capricorn men,
listen
the way you made it seem like.
Ooh, I was like, yes, sir. Where are you? Like,
do you think that your videos are balanced for the men and the women? Or do you think that you have some bias because you are a man and you're like, no, we're gonna make the brothers look good out here?
No, I try to be as equal as possible. I mean, I think people expect me to be biased because I'm a man, but I try to make it as equal as possible so everybody can enjoy it. So females can take tips from it and men can relate to it. I ain't trying to be like, leave anybody out or make anybody feel bad.
For sure. Because it does. It goes like what you said, like you try not to be negative with it. And I think that is what makes it so fun. Like you just vibe with it, like, yeah, that's me. And then you get hyped, like, okay.
I'm trying to make theme songs for each sign so everybody can feel included and everybody can feel proud about, the person they are. Because especially some stuff, we get a lot of slack and a lot of memes written about us and all that stuff. So I try to flip it and make, show the good side of it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of Cancers and Virgos. Like people will be like, if you dated a Cancer or Virgo, you may be entitled to compensation.
Woo! Let's go there, Trav. I'm glad you brought that. Was a great segue.
I'm just gonna throw that in there.
Just throwing it in
I didn't say it, Trav. It wasn't me because I would never.
It was the internet.
It was the internet who said these things. I'm just repeating.
These Virgos and Cancers, though.
Cancers. Oh man, y'all trying to get me. Okay. But the thing about Cancers is they sometimes are overly emotional. Even the men, I think the men more than the females. They're very much like overly emotional. And but the thing is they give you a chance. They put up walls first. So they were like, yo, they very conscious and they know that they're overly emotional. So they put up borders first. Once you get through that, you got to take what comes with that. And you can't let them down, or you can't tell them no a certain way or anything like that because they real sensitive and overly emotional.
So you might be entitled to compensation.
Oh God! But it's what's funny with that though. Like many of my like great friends are Cancer women, but it wasn't until I like started dating Cancer men that I started to see that, and I was just like, whoa. Or maybe because I was blinded by my friends, I didn't see it. Yeah.
Women like are stronger in the Cancer sense, but yeah, those men, Cancer men are emotional as hell.
AF. Jesus. Hilarious. But that you gotta love them.
Some people like that though. Some people like you're upfront with your emotions, so that's not a bad thing.
No. Yeah, we'll have to see what you put out on them. We'll let you know.
Oh, Cancer men. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be real good.
I'll watch it.
So then, what's your process like? What inspires you? Like, how do you? So I downloaded the Aquarius woman, because that's half me, and I will do the same thing for the Pisces, because they go hard. That's really what it is. I'd be like, yes, bitch, I'm okay. But the first couple times I was really listening to the lyrics. You know what I mean? But then the last couple times that I was listening on my way here, and I was really listening to the music. And I was like, yo, like the track is hot. Okay. Like whoever did the beat, and I know you shouted out the people that do your artwork and things like that several times on your page, but whoever does the beat, like I was like, they really did it to the song.
Yeah. Well, no, the thing is, I know how to, that's one thing about me. I really know how to pick production and I know how to pick. So if I play a beat and I feel it, it's a rap. I always have a good ear for instruments and a good ear for like grooves and how it makes you feel. And I always think of the mood first and then pick the beat. And then when that matches, the song is a hit automatically.
Okay. And so that's your process.
That's my process. Yeah.
Mood, beat, and rap.
Exactly.
Put it all together.
Once you have mood, it's a rap.
Yeah, for sure.
The other thing that I was wondering, so obviously when you first put it out on social media, it was just like the first verse, but then when the song dropped, it was a complete song. I'm talking a bridge, full song. A full song, okay? Not a bridge.
Sometimes the beat changes.
Okay, so like for the Aquarius one, like that second verse, I was like, all right.
You was dancing in the crowd.
Like, get it. Like, okay. So
the process with
So I was wondering, like, did you do the first one just for social media and then decide to make it a song, or was it always a song?
No, it wasn't always a song. So I put it out first as one verse, just to put it out on social media, then to see the reception from that. And I just kind of listen to it with new ears. I'm like, all right, let me see how I can make this a song. Let me capture the mood. Let me evolve the mood too to, something deeper. And then I'll make it a full length song.
Okay, yeah, I was like, this Aquarius one go hard. I don't know about the other ones, but this one, this is a hit.
That is funny. So is the goal to like make a complete like EP of all the signs or something like that?
It's like different series. It's not an EP. I just want to drop singles each month. And so people can have it for their birthdays. And if they feeling down and want to feel good about themselves, they can always play that. I don't want to make it like a whole album. I want to stray away from like, the kind of formula that the labels and the main music industry does, and just be different and be strictly for the audience.
Nice.
And just put a theme song out for your sign each month. That's or 2 or 3.
There we go. Okay. That's what's up. So who inspires you musically? Like, who's like your favorite artist?
Myself.
Okay.
That is such an Aquarius answer, Trav. Oh my God. Like, could you be any more of an Aquarius? Inspire me. I'm so original. I'm just playing.
No, because
like thank me.
No, but I will say it is very original. And as an Aquarius, I can appreciate that. And then just, listening to the difference between the IG version versus the full version, and then hearing like the second verse, like I said, the bridge, and then the switch up in the music, and then like how the switch up in the music complements actually what you're saying in the song. Like I was like, oh, he's an artiste. Like, at first I was like, oh, this is dope, right? Like it's an Aquarius, right? And you think it's, how sometimes people put out stuff and it's like good for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this, I was like, this my shit. Okay.
That's my jam.
Right.
Well, my engineer, the person that records me, is actually shout out to Rich, by the way. He's also an Aquarius also. So we be on the same wavelength.
I sense that. You tell Rich that I sense that he was an Aquarius.
So we be on the same wavelength. And I'm actually, when I started recording with him, he was just starting to get into astrology also. So it all kind of worked out in the same way. The reason why I'm my favorite rapper though is because of my best influence is because I take pride in originality. And no offense to hip hop right now, but right now it's just everybody sounds the same. And I feel like if I listen to somebody or follow somebody, it's going to taint my originality. So I just like to keep it on the straight path and just listen to me over and over again. That's mad Aquarius, my fault.
You cannot be any more of an Aquarius right now. but
I'm hearing myself talk. I'm like, first.
Yeah, but I love the idea of studying yourself and evolving yourself.
Because you do sound like yourself. Like nobody, you have such an original sound. Like nobody sounds like you.
Thank you. That's what I tried.
And I think I wasn't expecting that from the full song. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a pleasant surprise. When you like, dude, the second verse go harder than the first one. And I thought the first one baited me in. That was a bait and switch. Okay.
And I also like to do a second verse and a hook and all that stuff because I want people to get like their money's worth. I want people to be like, all right, so I'm gonna get this song and I'm getting something different with it and something I'm already familiar with and I like already. So I want it to be like an extra gift, basically. So
I appreciate that. I was like, is this a bridge? Run that back.
Right.
Dude did a whole entire song. Like,
right. I'm always interested in the songwriting process. So did you like write poetry? Like how did you get there? Or do you like battle rap? Like how do you get the wordplay and everything? Like how did that come about?
You know what's crazy? My oldest sister taught me how to rap.
Okay.
Aww.
Yeah.
I have to ask, what is her sign?
Oh, she's a Gemini.
The twins.
So we used to go to the same school together and she used to battle people in the hallway. I used to be like, oh, she's ripping people's heads off. And I see the reaction from the crowd and I'm like, I want that. So I started writing first and then like pitching it to her. And she was like, your voice is mad squeaky, bro. You gotta ask. Nobody gonna take you seriously. So I started practicing. Then she stopped after a while and I kept going. And it just took off from there. That's really what inspired me though. I used to battle a lot in high school too after that too. So
in Brooklyn?
Okay, that's very New York. Yeah, right. This story is very New York.
So New
with my tits on.
That is so with your Tim's on.
Yes.
My Tim's on.
Yes, that's so funny.
And like a Pelly Pill jacket or something.
The Averex jacket.
Baseball jacket, all that.
No, that's very, very New York.
That
And
was
your accent
very
was coming out. The
It
more you were talking
was.
about it, I was like, oh God.
I was feeling it. I just
You
watched
about to call somebody shorty. And right. I can just, I sense it.
I just watched the Biggie documentary over the weekend too. I'm like, okay, Trav, go.
Was there any time throughout your career where you felt like I'm failing? Or like, or you wondered, am I supposed to do this?
Check y'all out with the Oprah questions.
You know what, Trav? Trav, let me tell you, they literally call us the Oprah.
We are the
News Network.
Yo, I like these questions.
Okay, Trav, I'm going to snip this reel, and you will see it over and over again.
That's us.
Now, I need you to say it again very clean for our audience. Who are we?
Oprah. Plural. Gals.
No, Brunch with Oprah. No.
Okay, on network, hook us up. Okay.
It's kind of like a gift and curse thing. I used to think like that all the time, but that kind of drove me into being more positive with myself because it's just that it kind of fired me up basically. So when you're starting off and you're seeing everybody rapping and everybody making money and all that stuff, you're gonna feel down about yourself. And you see if you got like a little bit of followers and all that stuff. So you try to be like everybody else and rap like everybody else and about the girls and cars and all that stuff. And then what I noticed was when I started being myself and started rapping about what I like and what's a part of me and what's a part of my life, everything started blowing up and everybody started liking me and doing all that stuff. So I feel like it does happen. You do feel like you're feeling at times, but the cure for that is to be yourself. It always works out.
Come through with the Oprah.
That was a word. Yeah,
that was a great Oprah answer.
That sure was. That was awesome. Be yourself. That's the cure.
It always works out, and you're never disappointed when you're being yourself. Yeah. You always feel lost. You're being somebody else and you fail, but when you're being yourself and you fail, you're like, oh, all right, cool. I tried again.
Yeah.
You never take an L when you're yourself. Never.
No, I love that. That's awesome. And then studying yourself and evolving as yourself.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, wanting to spread positivity. Because I know with each one, right? You point out like some things that are funny about each sign, but there's also a lot of positivity. So like even in like the Aquarius one, you like, I think I'm in love. Like I'm trying to marry this girl, and I feel like you say that almost in different ways. But in every sign, like, oh, she's this, she's so cold, like that's the queen. Yeah. And I think that it is very empowering, especially, on this International Women's Day.
Absolutely.
But also just for our culture, because we always talk about protect Black women, do Black men love Black women. And whoever the artist is that you use for the Aquarius one, she's very rich and dark in her skin, and her lips are very full, and it's such a celebration of Black women and what we really look like.
Well, I made it a point to make those Aquarius women covers Black women and different shades of Black women. So and it's a collectible also. Yes, you can collect each one. My youngest sister, which is the Capricorn, she actually did the artwork for each one.
Capricorn. Cap energy, yeah.
Even though I think the Caps be capping, I'm just kidding. Never. No. But she did a great job. Like I love the artwork.
And it is.
Her Instagram is Dina Designing. Shameless plug, Dina Designing.
Go ahead, shout out, baby. Do. Yes. On this International Women's Day.
Exactly. And I just flowers. Because there's not a lot of Black women on anybody's cover or any video on TV in general. So I wanted to, all right, these songs are popular, so let me attach a Black woman to it. So you have to see that every time you play it, and it's always in your face. So you're gonna get used to seeing Black women.
Yeah, and I think too that even like the word choice that you're using, in like lyric wise, and then marrying that with the cover, it is very positive to Black women and reinforcing who you're talking about. Like, just so we're all clear here. We're talking about women who are Black, Black women, human beings that are both women and Black.
Exactly.
So no, I love it and I appreciate it.
Me too. Yes, it's very empowering because even like the Capricorn song, like I was just like, that's me. Like you see me, try.
Like
like Drake sees black women. Like,
yeah. But that's the feeling I want
to compare to people.
All right. Yeah. But Trav sees black women.
Yeah,
we love it.
Well, that's the feeling I want to give people. Like, it feels great to be seen.
Yes.
Like, just to be seen, even if it's through music, you feel like somebody's seeing you. So that's the best feeling in the world. I know I feel great when somebody sees me or acknowledges me. So I want to put that energy tenfold through my music.
Yeah, absolutely. That's also a very Aquarius answer.
I love this.
Like I need to see you.
Yeah.
Aquarius answer. So I was wondering, have you done like what else did you do work-wise? Like have you like before rapping, like what was Trav B Ryan doing?
Which I'm still taking that. No, but I work for Social Security actually. So I work for the US government. Weaning off to quitting my job to doing this full time. Once I do this full time, it's gonna be a wrap. The content is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna have more time to devote to it. But yeah, right now I still got a day job, 9 to 5. Still working, still grinding.
Are you the ones that call us and say that we need to renew our Social Security number? You know them those calls that people be getting?
I'm like, you renew your Social Security number?
Girl, no, they're fraudulent calls, right? And then they're like, yes, please give me your Social Security number.
I've never gotten that call.
Yeah, they be like, your Social Security number has expired.
What? Because I would be like,
it be scammers.
They're scams.
There be straight scammers over there.
And
you have FBI at my door. That ain't me.
Right.
On the real.
No, I'm just playing. No, but that's really dope. So how do you feel like, so right now in your job, in your day-to-day job, do you feel like you get to do your purpose, or do you somehow get to make people feel inspired and give off all that positive energy and see people in your current day-to-day work?
Oh, as in my day-to-day job, I feel like, well, that's me in general. So whether I'm either writing a song, rapping, or working a 9 to 5, I try to make people, calm and make people know that someone's out there that cares about them and that sees them. So it's always going to be me 24/7, no matter what I do.
That's good.
And your Tim's, which I knew you
were all of that. So what do you believe your purpose is?
Bring the world together. Bring people together. Last year, COVID hit crazy. And it was a tough year for everybody, even for me. Like I lost my father to COVID. But
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's fine. And also, it's been a gift as well. So it caused me to reflect and stay in the house and be more creative, and just try to bring people together. Besides COVID, last year was a rough period with all the racial tension and all that stuff. Like, so I just thought of an idea to be myself and to use that to bring people together. And that's the goal I want to do.
You're doing it.
I agree.
Like how y'all get hyped when y'all hear y'all songs. That's what I want the whole world to
be. Yeah. I mean, I had it on repeat on the way up here. I was like,
she don't want nobody. Hey. Every time I hear the Capricorn, listen.
A little twerk come out. A little twerk.
Just a little bit. The second verse, I was like, does anybody see me? We just gonna have to let it out real quick. And then, get back to business. Because I work from home now. So, I can do
you can twerk as much as you want.
I can do as much as I want. Left cheek, right cheek. But so I feel like
we have to do some TikToks with your music.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
happening though. A lot of people have been making reels and TikToks and they've been sharing it with me. So I love it though.
Yeah. That's gotta be a great compliment to your work.
Say that again?
That's gotta be a great compliment to your work to see people.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. And that's why I made it like upbeat too. If you notice, those Zodiac women songs are like a really upbeat and you could twerk to it. I want people to feel alive and happy and not worry about the world and the outside world, what's going on right now. So
right.
Yeah.
So I also feel like Zodiacs can be very controversial though.
Yeah.
Like people. It's
the Oprah question.
This is the Oprah
there
question,
we go.
Right? So, which is why I think when I was younger, I was always like, oh, I don't know, because I feel like people be like, you can't believe in God and believe in astrology.
Devil worship.
Exactly, right. Like, absolutely. I feel like that's what people would say, right? Like, you can't do both. You got to pick one. You're going ahead.
What's my mom is extremely religious. Like, she used to read us the Bible every day too. And she really believed in astrology as well. So you can have both. It's nothing like God can make signs. Like it doesn't have to clash with each other. Just like God made science. Like those two don't have to clash with each other. So, but I do get people hitting me up like, yo, I believe in God, I don't believe in all that stuff. So it does get crazy, but in my personal opinion, I feel like you could believe in both.
Yeah. I was wondering if you were ever apprehensive about putting it out and like getting any backlash. And I mean, it sounds like you believe in God too, like you're
of course, yeah.
So I was wondering, were you ever like concerned, like, oh my God, how are Christians going to,
No, because in our household, it was always you could do whatever the hell you want. You could believe in astrology and in God as well. So I just came at it with that attitude, and if the backlash came. The backlash is always going to be there, no matter what you do. So you can't really worry about that. You can't let that kind of put a damper on your creativity and what you want to do. You just got to put it out there and be yourself. And then if the world likes it, the world likes it. If they don't, you're still yourself. So can't worry about them.
I'm glad that you said that. It reminded me of something I was watching the other day. I want to say maybe it was Kevin on stage and Lovey talking. And they were saying, like, to be a household name doesn't mean that you're loved by everyone. It was like, some people hate McDonald's, but they know what McDonald's is. Right?
Exactly. As long as you know McDonald's.
As long as you know McDonald's, we good.
When you see the M's, you know what
that is, right? Yes. And they were like, a lot of people don't like Tyler Perry, but they know who he is.
Exactly.
They know his work. They know Madea.
Yep. That is
right?
so true.
Yeah. And the thing is,
Tyler
Perry knows Tyler Perry.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's being true to himself. Yeah.
Exactly. Want to dress up like a old lady and make millions of people laugh? That's Tyler Perry.
Hey. Right. Yeah, and apparently Tyler Perry addressed that at one point and said, I'm not for you, right? If you don't like it, I'm just not for you. Yeah. And I guess that's the same for you too, right? The people who say, like, dude, I'm a believer, I'm believing this, but then keep scrolling, right?
Just go.
I was just about to say, that's the motto, scroll up.
Scroll up, just keep scrolling. You ain't got to type nothing.
Listen, or hit that unfollow. Like, why are you following me? If
But you know what? But that's what Lovey and them were saying, is that a lot of those people will follow you because they want to know what you're doing.
So weird.
And
let me get mad today.
Right. Cat Williams said, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing.
You ain't popping.
No, but okay, but no, that's good to hear that you were just, very confident in yourself. You're like, hey, well, this is who I am. This is what I believe. If you don't vibe with it, that's cool. I'm not forcing you. Just keep scrolling, but this is what I believe, and I want my people that I'm called to, right, to vibe with me. I'm trying to uplift them, not you.
Yeah.
Exactly. True story. Yep.
No, I love that. That's dope.
I love that too, and that's all you can do. So, in this moment, so you said you're trying to wean away from your day job, your 9 to 5. But so far in, Trav B Ryan music, what's been your proudest accomplishment so far?
I don't want to sound cheesy, but stuff like this, like people talking to me and saying how my songs make them feel. That's better.
Your proudest moment?
You're like, not y'all.
Like, not y'all per se, but people like y'all.
Hey,
Because I went from a place where I thought nobody was hearing me to a place where people are saying, no, this is my song. No, this is my song. This is what it's like. It's a beautiful thing. That transition, that growth is more than any kind of award, more than any kind of money. Like, that's the best thing in the world. Once somebody to be seen, it's the best. It's the best feeling in the world, and making people happy and letting people know that they're seen too. So that's dope. That's my biggest accomplishment.
I did feel seen by the Aquarius woman, and that's why I can't wait to hear the extended version of the Pisces woman, because I'm like, come on.
Pisces be like is coming out at the same time, so
nice.
It's going crazy. I like the way it came out.
Yeah, I like how you're doing it in alignment with the zodiac.
Yeah, sign. The actual signs.
Yeah.
I try to got that anticipation out there.
Exactly. Right. Wow. So as we go through because we're at Pisces right now. Well, I don't know what's after Pisces. I can't think right now, but whatever is after. But once we cycle through, so is it going to be like
Aries, right?
Part 2? Or
I mean, people have been harassing me like, yo, you got to put out some more. You got to put out a Cancer Part 2. You got to put out. We shall see. I want to do a lot of I want to finish up the X's series, and I also want to finish up the Men.
Yes.
Yeah, please. Right now, everybody want a Capricorn
man.
I'm like,
oh my gosh. Yes. I
want
had
to put that out.
That one ASAP.
So, yeah, I want to put those things out first. Then I got a lot of different creative plans too. I want to keep it under wraps, but y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be real creative and real dope, and everybody's gonna enjoy it. I hope.
They are. We claiming it. They are.
I ain't giving y'all no exclusive.
Hey, it's okay because we're gonna be right there when it all dropped. Listening. When I tell you we were so excited about talking to you today and sliding in your DM and said all this up, we were just like, yes, this is gonna be so awesome. And it has been.
Yeah. Oprah. Brunch with Oprah is dope.
There we go.
That is hilarious.
That sounds like an own show.
We don't try to be like Oprah. We just try to be like ourselves.
Just got to be seen.
Just got to be seen. And we just want our guests to know that we see them. You know, we're here to heal and help others as we heal and help ourselves through purpose-driven conversation. And there was a song that you did. I can't think of what it was called, but I was trying to figure out if it was like based off of, was it like a red light something or?
Red Stars.
Red Stars.
Yeah. See, the thing about me too, I'm a comic book nerd.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like I said before, I'm putting myself out in my music. I still rap about comic book characters, but I made them with a realistic twist. So Red Stars is about Batman, which is really about anybody's deadbeat father letting down Robin, which is anybody's
Whoa.
So when I listened to it, I was like, oh my God, is this Trav's story? Look, the empath in me was like, oh my goodness.
Wow. And I'm like, how did we get? I'm like, Batman was a dad? Like, how did we get here?
So I try to make it as realistic as possible because I had like a deadbeat father too. So I try to put it in the comic book terms, but make it realistic.
Very cool.
Everybody started relating to it. So that was dope too. So
maybe it just spoke to my deadbeat dad issues. Maybe that's really what happened.
Let me go back and listen because we did a whole episode.
Definitely.
No, but I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing when you can evoke emotion.
Absolutely.
Through your artistry. Yeah. I think that's
try to be different, and I always try to relate to people and keep it relatable. So that's always me. Yeah. I'm always trying to cut an edge of stuff.
Absolutely.
That's a cool way to fuse that though. Like people who know about comic books and then to create
I didn't even know nothing about it, but I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. It's crazy. A lot of people that don't know comic books at all, hood dudes be like, yo, that Red Stone is hard, bro. That reminds me of my pops.
Right. I'm telling you, I'm not a comic book anything. I barely know Batman. Okay. Barely.
That is so funny. But that's what great music does. Like it does evoke emotions.
Yeah, exactly. No matter what the topic is.
Absolutely.
As long as you capture that mood, you're good.
As long as you capture that mood. And then that made me think too, in terms of, you know how they say like real music is timeless. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, I mean, the signs are always going to be here.
Always. Even though they try to like switch them. One time, remember they tried to like say
they tried to add a new one, but nobody was respecting that.
And I was like, oh hell no. Like you're not adding the whole new one. And they tried to say I wasn't Capricorn no more. I was like, no, bro, like we can't do that.
Jesus was like, wait, I'm not a Capricorn no more?
Oh no. Yeah, Jesus did say that.
I am crying. Jesus did say that. He said, hold up. I'm a Capricorn.
Hey, hold on. What?
Listen, the first and the last. You know how I do.
Even though the Aries would say that Jesus is an Aries, Easter is risen, but whatever.
Hey.
Whatever, that's neither here nor there. We're not here to debate Jesus' sign.
We'll find out eventually when it's our time.
I was wondering if you ever thought about doing like kind of integrating the relationships together, since so many people ask you about like their sign versus another sign. Mm-hmm. Like have you ever thought about
that was the thing I was trying to keep on the wraps.
I got the exclusive.
Just put up. Nah, that's what I'm trying to do though.
That's that would be dope.
Oh,
yeah, the relationship.
When I tell you that I would listen to every single one because I feel like, wait, what? So don't be with an Aquarius.
So would I.
What I want to do is actually, oh yeah, I get all the tea. What I want to do is actually, I'm trying to make an argument on the song.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
Exclusive.
That would be dope.
Like Sparkle and R. Kelly.
R. Kelly,
yes.
I see. Well, and you know what? I would love that because when I was listening to the one to the X, to the Aquarius X, and it was like, you know, you wasn't cold, you was just logic. Like I was like, that spoke to me, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, to see it manifest with like, you know, hell, the Virgo and the Aquarius, I'd probably be like, yep, that's it. And then too, I think that it can help put language to things that people can't explain. Like if I'm with somebody who's a whatever and I can't articulate.
Like, yo, listen to this.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
Here go the link.
Don't write the song.
Right.
And that's what we do with
Did you
music
listen
anyway.
to the link? Don't talk to me until you listen to the link.
Like I'm feeling hurt. Like I'm about to listen to the song over and over again. Yeah. This is how I feel.
That's why I used to, when I was in college, I used to listen to Keisha Cole, Love, over and over. Because I was like, yeah, that's just how I feel.
That song. Every time I hear it, just take me back. Like, oh my God.
This one time I didn't play it for a while, and then I played it, and we were neighbors. They both texted me like, "You all right?" And I'm like, I'm just. It just happened to be in the rotation. Like I'm not even on it right now.
You said, "Dang, it's a good song." God.
Right, it's actually a great song. You know, maybe
I heard. Oh, you good?
Right.
They was like just a cry for help.
Oh my God.
No, but that's amazing. I can't wait to see that.
So that's coming soon. That's coming soon in the near future. I just got to finish up all these series first, and then people enjoy that, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Oh, yay. That's gonna be awesome.
And then I saw the shade on the Aquarius hat too.
That is so funny.
Trust me, I'm smart.
Trust me, I'm smart. But honestly, that's how I feel, Trav. I be like, I'm smart. I know what I be saying.
Word. They have a meme, like this girl was like, this cartoon girl was like, the answer was right there. I was just too smart to see it.
Now that's funny. That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
We always think like, oh, yeah, I knew that. Don't worry about that. I know that already.
That is hilarious.
That is funny.
Oh gosh. Munching shirt from laughter. This was
great. But now it is time for the to-go box. So we're gonna say what we're taking away from this episode. I'm gonna start with you, Bestie. Mm-hmm. What are you taking in the to-go box?
Wow, this was a really great conversation. And as always, I think we both on our show, we love and value talking to Black men. It's always our pleasure to talk to Black men and get their perspective and things that they're, you know, thinking about or going through. And we just have to thank you for bringing your creativity and your music to us because it was dope. Like this was really great. So I'm taking away. Yeah, I'm taking away that just the conversations with Black men and with you, Trav. It was just awesome. So I'm gonna have this with me forever now, and it's on video on the internet. So we gonna have it forever. So this is great.
Absolutely. I appreciate that.
And Trav, what are you taking away? Aside from Trav B Ryan, which was my line, but whatever.
Trav Ryan, I'm pretty sure I came in here and said I'm Trav B Ryan. I don't know what you talking about.
Did you see his face though? Like he said it like it was true. Like
yeah, sound like something I would say because I'm so smart.
Hello, Chanel. That's all I'm saying.
Just saying.
But no, I'm taking away that you guys are Oprah.
Oh yeah.
Jesus is a Capricorn.
There we go. That's true. There we go. True.
And I'm also taking away that people enjoy being seen. Like I'm saying before, and like you guys were saying, and my music is touching people in ways that I never thought possible, which is a beautiful thing. So that's what I'm taking away from it.
Absolutely. I'm going to take away that you can't lose if you be yourself. You know what I mean? That's where the true magic is. That's where the true niche is, right? Is because there really isn't another you. So, and maybe that's just a typical Aquarius answer, but it is the truth. And then I'm also going to take away to make sure that I see people. You know what I mean? Because I agree. I think, you know, listening to the song and anticipating the Pisces extended version, I do feel seen. And that is the most probably uplifting feeling that a person can have, especially during times like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like, because when you feel seen, you feel valued, you feel
Mhm.
heard, you feel like there's a level of understanding, and that's a different level of connectivity
Exactly.
among people. So just to value seeing people, and again being original, and not being afraid to stick to being you, and not having to look outside to be inspired, because you can be your own inspiration.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. True words. There goes that Oprah again.
There we
Hey,
go. Hey.
it's a gift, Trav. You know, I'm just trying to walk in it. No.
Love it. Listen.
So thanks for tuning in to Brunch with Besties podcast. Until next time, peace.
Peace.